Is Indivisible again. Remember Indivisible from like 3 weeks ago? That plant was a decoy. So the prompt on screen said you gotta knock him up into the air to do damage, but my stupid ass didn't see that somehow, so this boss is gonna be unnecessarily long. If this were a football game, the coach would blow the whistle and he'd say, delay of game, mongoose 1 billion. That's fucking stupid. I don't know, I just feel so completely drained today. I think it's a combination of the weather being so dreary and also I just wasted the day away looking at memes instead of getting stuff done for work, and I just feel like total garbage. I just feel so completely drained, almost sick in a way. Maybe I'm getting the COVID. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I did get a strange phone call where the telemarketer said something about if I had COVID, but maybe he knows things that I don't. Maybe it's been secretly released into my water supply, and he wasn't supposed to call for a few days, and he was in on the conspiracy. So you'd think the furry ladies' fire-based attacks in the game would do more damage to this wood-based enemy, but no, that is not how this game works. This is just gonna take forever and ever. We got those cool super moves though, so that kinda speeds things up. It's a surefire way to speed things up when all it does is slow me down. You guys ever listen to the Blues Traveler? He's I don't think he's around anymore. All of my music tastes are horribly out of date. I don't know what's cool and trendy. I'm like the dad character from Rick and Morty. He made some reference to the Sega Dreamcast in 2020, and oh Jerry, your references are horribly out of date. Speaking of the Sega Dreamcast, I don't know if I've mentioned it on this channel before, but I ordered the Terra Onion mode. I'm gonna assume you don't know what that is, so I'll try to explain it to you. It's sort of a part that you can, like a machine part that you can put in either your Saturn or your Dreamcast, and it replaces the optical drive, and then you can you don't have to worry about discs anymore. So that'll be pretty cool. Once it gets here, we can play lots of fun Dreamcast games on the channel, and you won't watch them. We can play Sonic Shuffle and Sonic Adventure and what was the one with the guy, Blue Stinger and Jet Grind Radio. I guess we could do Jet Grind Radio right now. I've already got the disc for it. We could do no, we can't do Space Channel 5. Too much input lag on modern TVs for that. But I'm sure there's others we could do. We could do Shenmue, and we could most of these that I'm listing are games that I already have. I guess we could have done all these fun Dreamcast games on the channel already without me spending $200 on an expensive part. So in that on-screen prompt you saw, we had the rainbow-colored 1 with the furry lady's moveset. They didn't explain what that means, so I don't know how to activate that move. That was the one thing they didn't explain, or perhaps I just missed it. Either way, no healing moves shall be seen in this episode. Could not figure that mechanic out. Later we do get a character that's a dedicated healer though, so that'll make up for that when the time comes. So speaking of Indivisible, did you hear how the studio that made the game is having internal strife, and they fired all of the Indivisible team for some reason, and apparently the boss was a big fat meanie or something. So yeah, bad things are happening in Indivisible land. You know, the team that made this also made Skullgirls, and I was thinking, You know, I think the company's gonna go out of business pretty soon the way things are going, and if they do, Skullgirls is probably gonna get pulled from the digital storefront, so I should probably get around to buying that within the next week or so. Because I'd hate to miss the chance, because that was one of the many, many games I want to play on this channel. My ideas greatly outpace what is possible. But we've mentioned that before. I guess I should explain that a bit more in depth. I'm too inside my own head and gotta explain things thoroughly so they make sense. Anyway, I just have so many ideas for what I want to do on this channel that it's far more than I could ever actually make happen within a reasonable time frame. I can think of like a month's worth of episodes over the course of like maybe just a few minutes. So, yeah, but that's been mentioned many, many times before. So what else has been going on in the world? Is American Idol still a thing? I don't think it is. I think I stopped following it maybe like in 2007. But yeah, they kept making the show long after I stopped paying attention. I don't know, I guess it kinda lost its zip and they don't have the cranky British man on there as one of the judges. I think he was one of the main appeals of the show, and without him they just got that disgusting old haggard Aerosmith guy, and they got I don't even know who else. So here's another one of these guys. It'll go a little bit faster than it did last time, though. A little bit faster than it did last time. We're not quite charged yet. As the medic, there we go. As the medic in TF2 says, I'm fully charged. TF2's a fun time, even though I haven't played it in 4 years. I don't know, I guess I just got tired of... Oh yeah, I remember why I stopped playing it actually. They made a change to the way you select the modes at the beginning. Because I would always do Doomsday mode, or was it Special Delivery mode, whichever it was called anyway. So that mode got lumped in with all of the other less popular modes as just other. So you couldn't go to that mode directly. You'd have to pick other, and then you'd have a 1 in 3 chance of getting the one you wanted. And then you could also potentially get medieval mode, or whichever the third option was, and at least for me, I just quit out of it if I didn't get the one I wanted, and it really just seemed like an extra step to prevent me from going where I needed to be. I don't know why they made that decision, honestly. I mean, I don't want to sound like one of those extremely annoying people on r/games who says, I don't know why company made this decision. If I was the game studio, I would do this. This decision just baffles me. God, get fucked if you're somebody who does that on the internet. You're really annoying and I don't like you. I think I just gotta stop going on message boards is what I gotta do. That's all we gotta do. But what can I do to replace it? That's the key to dealing with addiction, is you gotta find a new thing to replace the old thing. Like that episode of Hey Arnold where they had Chocolate Boy and they replaced his chocolate with radishes, and because you know it's like a healthy snack, but that really didn't solve the problem, honestly. It makes for an interesting psychological study in that when someone's problems go that deep, there really isn't a quick fix to resolve their issue. Look at that. He thwacked him with a big ol' stone stick. I always like the term thwack. That needs to come into the popular vernacular more often. Good God, they're just kicking our asses, aren't they? We almost got him, though. There's 2 guys, but it looked like there was just one on the overworld. That was a bit confusing. Come on, just one more hit. There you go. Someone is vacuuming nearby. There's always some kind of disruption. So we still got the wall kick. Yeah, why wouldn't we not have it? Didn't I make that exact observation just a few episodes ago? Gosh, being a Let's Player is hard. So you can cut through that spider web, that's the thing you can do. What the hell's all that noise? I'm sorry, I'm distracted and it's ruining this Let's Play. Everybody's just so damn loud around here, there's nowhere you can go to get away from all the screaming and the yelling. Imagine how many episodes I could make if I wasn't constantly getting interrupted.